Hello everyone and welcome to this very exciting and interesting video. You probably have heard it if you don't live under a rock and you're active on X, that there's something horrible happening to Tesla in Germany. Let me share some of the news that we see out of Germany. It's nothing less than a total destruction of the brand, or at least this is what it seems. So let's take a look here. We start with electric. They are saying Tesla is done in Germany. 94% of the Germans say they won't buy a Tesla car. And look, they're projecting this greetings from the heart and say it's Heil Tesla. Very interesting. It's a survey of over 100,000 Germans. Can you believe that? That's so many people. And 94% say they won't buy a Tesla vehicle. That doesn't bode well for the automaker, says Electric. Maybe you think they made it up. That can't be true. But when you look through the international media, let's look, for example, here. We have a Chinese gadget reviews. They say the same thing. Abdullah Mustafa says, Tesla in trouble. 94% of Germans won't buy its cars. Do the Europeans say the same thing? We go to the Spanish website here, English speaking, but from Spain. And in fact, look at what these people say here of Euro Weekly News. Germany shuns Tesla. 94% again of buyers say no thanks to Tesla. So this is the third big outlet that says this survey of 100,000 Germans says a staggering 94% of respondents have no plans to buy a Tesla. Horrible. And let's go to one of the most neutral outlets in the United States, Daily Cause. Heil Tesla. Ooh, no, not today. Here by Bill Addis. The Germans are extremely not happy with Musk meddling in Germany's election by endorsing AfD and its Sieg Heil salutes. Did he do a Sieg Heil salute? I did not see that, but if Daily Cause says it, totally true, it must be. And again, horrible. A survey of 100,000 Germans found that 94% of them would never buy a Tesla vehicle. Whoa, horrible. Little side note here, I looked up who Daily Cause actually is. They're extremely independent. Daily Cause is an independent media organization owned by Cause Media LLC. And they are absolutely no corporate overlords. They are fully independent. No outside person or group has any influence. They also make a little bit of money through email list building for democratic political campaigns and allied progressive organizations. So no corporate overlords, complete independence, except for they work for the Democratic Party. But as we know, the Democratic Party is extremely independent. So I thought, wow, what's going on? Is that the end of Tesla in Germany? Clearly it is. I mean, over 100,000 Germans and 94% say no way they're buying Tesla. So I went to the source itself, which is a very big, one of the biggest websites in Germany. It's called T-Online. And here it is. This is Tesla in crisis. German customers run away from March 11th. So here you see, whoa, this is true. This is the real deal. This is T-Online. This is the people who actually did this. Let's see what they say. It is a completely saying no to Tesla, and it couldn't be more clear. More than 94% of readers of T-Online, which is very big, say they would not buy a Tesla. Only 3% said that they would even consider buying a Tesla. And around 100,000 readers actually participated. This is 6 days ago. Is that the end of Tesla? Well, I conducted a little research. Can I see the surveys? And are there other surveys showing maybe something different? And you're not going to believe what I found, because it's absolutely stunning, if not hilarious. But before we go there, let me just do a very quick announcement regarding our own operations here, where we cover Tesla. We help you figure out the best trades and the best investment strategies for free, of course. I already told you on X. We are launching pioneerlands.net. Go to pioneerlands.net. It's free. We started with the Capital Group over there, former Reality Engineering Academy. Link in the description, but here you have the domain, where we discuss things like that. But more importantly, we go deep into Tesla intelligence, market intel, on robotaxi, on Optimus, on auto and energy, on trading strategies. And we do this bottom up. All of you can participate, same way we did it on X with a group, the same group where we have now over $300 million in assets under self-management among us. And we are driving the best intelligence in the world and the best trading strategies on Tesla in this group. But now it's professionalized. There's also a premium segment coming very soon where we will have the models, my models, shared there. We have more structured intel for the premium section, and we provide some tools to generate alpha. Please join us. We are driving the best alpha in Tesla. So let's continue with this pretty amazing story. And let me tell you what I found. I found this survey. It's asking the people, would you still buy a Tesla? And yes, no problem. 44.9%, not 3%, 44.9% of the Germans suddenly say, yes, no problem. How do we go from 3% to 44.9%? That's weird. Okay, tell me a car brand in the world where 44.9% of an entire population says, absolutely, no problem. So that's a little weird, right? I thought maybe there's not a lot of people participating here. So I actually looked up how many are participating here. 236,000, not 100,000 like T Online told. So I looked deeper into who did this. Who did this survey and can we trust it and how does it relate? And I found the actual survey. But what is that? T Online? What does T Online have to do with a survey? Well, it is actually a survey made and done by T Online. I was like, well, maybe that was a very old survey. Maybe that was before Elon became so political. And their new survey is now showing that these 44.9% of Germans who wanted absolutely to buy a Tesla, that this number now dropped to 3%. That would make sense, right? Wait a moment. This is the actual article by T Online. By the way, one of the largest portals in Germany. What we see here is the article, the exact same article I showed you from March 11th this year, 6 days ago. That literally says Tesla in crisis. German customers run away like crazy. 4% of the readers of T Online say they would never buy this Tesla. And here's the survey. This all makes no sense. Why is your own survey in your own article saying the complete opposite? And of course, you guys probably at this point, guess what is happening here, which is absolutely hilarious. What is happening here is that T Online did this survey 6 days ago, attracted Elon derangement syndrome people, had 100,000 people participating. And while this open online survey is ongoing, they started doing the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and deception. And while they're writing all these articles, while China and Spain and in the USA and everyone and all of Twitter starts copying this T Online article, the people in Germany keep clicking this survey and say like, sure, I would buy a Tesla, until you have 106,000 Germans out of 236,000 saying, of course I buy a Tesla. This must be the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. And let's do some numbers here so you see what that actually means. Let's put some rationality into this. Here's what we actually have, right? We have the survey date from 11th of March. We had roughly 100,000 participants. We saw only 3,500 people roughly said, yes, I would buy a Tesla. But guess what? Once this fake news was out and more Germans were actually interested in participating in the survey, within 6 days, another 136,000 people started participating, of which 464 said, I'm absolutely buying Tesla, which in the end led to this 44.9%. And in total, 105,964 people said yes, roughly, right? Now, That's a little weird. Maybe this is a little bit more representative. Who knows? But the most important thing is, of these 136,000 people who came later to the survey, 75%, 2/3 of the new ones said, I'm absolutely going to buy a Tesla. How do we know that? Because you need that many to get to the final number that we have today, if that was the previous number. So within 6 days, the Tesla purchase intent in Germany, according to that survey, went up 1,183%, from 3.5% to 44.9%. Nearly half of all Germans say, yes, I absolutely intend to buy a Tesla. Now, this is absolutely hilarious. It shows you a lot of things. It shows you that, first of all, there's fake news out there. Be cautious. Second of all, these large portals in Germany are delusional. They're writing this article while their own survey in real time completely shows the opposite, and they're referring to their own survey. Hilarious fail. But more importantly, if you take Germany's total Tesla sales of 2024, which is 37,574 vehicles, and just in this survey, this is just 236,000 Germans out of 80 million, roughly 0.25% of the population. Out of that fraction, already over 182% more people say they would buy a Tesla than the entire Tesla sales in Germany of last year, based on 0.25% of the population responding. So that tells you a little bit what's really going on. What is really going on in Europe and in Germany is that there is a massive surge of Tesla fandom, of Elon fans. 21% of Germans voted AfD. 21% of the entire population voted for the party that the entire mainstream media tries to paint as Nazis, that was clearly endorsed by Elon Musk. Do you really think that a fifth of the German population who went against the propaganda of the mainstream media for the party that was openly endorsed by Tesla doesn't like Teslas? Now we are talking about millions and millions of people who are not just supportive, they're aggressively supportive. Worldwide, you see similar things. This is the last thing I want to share for today. This is a very good Morning Consult survey here for the United States, Democratic and Republican survey respondents who would consider buying a Tesla by party affiliation. Of course, here's the Democrats. Of course, the Democrats implode, right? They have a meltdown. But at the same time, the Democrats are now at roughly, 25% approval by the American people. 75% of Americans say, screw you, Democrats. I want to never see you again, more or less. I paraphrase. So it's a massively shrinking bunch, the Democrats. The Democrats went from roughly 28% support of Tesla, or consider buying a Tesla purchase intent, all the way down to 13%. So from 28 to 13, right? That's a loss of 15 percentage points among Democrats. But see what happened to Republicans when they were at the peak. The Republicans were, I don't know where they were here, boom, 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 maybe at 16. And the Republicans are now, I don't even know where. Oh no, the Democrats were at 23 and went down to 12. So we lost 11 points. The Republicans, went up from 16 to 20, 6. So 10 points. So and then you have to consider we have now way more Republicans in absolute terms than Democrats, because everyone leaves the Democratic Party, everyone joins the Republicans, because Republicans moved from the right to the center, and the Democrats moved from center left to deep into communist territory. So much more people find now the Republican Party more appealing than it was before, and much more people find the Democratic Party despicable and anti-American. So it's not just these percentage points that nearly completely offset each other. So if these parties would not change in volume, that would just offset it all and nothing would be happening here. And Tesla would have the exact same number of people wanting to buy them after this whole drama we saw than before. No, but on top of that, we have more Republicans and much less Democrats. So you can basically assume that this entire Elon drama and Doge and Trump is a net positive to Tesla sales. That is my prediction based on these numbers and based on the madness we just saw in Germany and the sales numbers in UK and so on. A lot of signals come out showing that Tesla is actually winning and that, as always, Elon was smart. He saw the opportunity. He saw the whole thing shifting, culture, popular culture, young people, everyone is shifting to the middle and center right now. Trump and AfD and MAGA and MEGA. And Tesla's in the middle of it and is gaining more interest than it loses support. So that is my quick take here. I hope that was interesting for you guys. Don't forget what I just showed you. Please join us in our group and help us build the best Tesla trading group in the world. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's free. And later on, you will have some premium opportunities here. Go to pioneerlands.net, subscribe to this channel, make sure you're getting the latest, and I can help you debunk all the fake news and see through the noise, see the signal, so you can convert the signal into the right investment decisions and generally the right decisions about politics, society, and Tesla shares. I hope that was helpful. See you very soon.